Hello everyone, welcome back to Sydney and Starlet, and if you're new here, welcome. Enjoy the videos. So today, me and Sydney are going to be reading Skippyjon Jones' Benny Blanco Shenanigans Storybook by Judy Schachner. So let's begin. Every morning, Skippyjon Jones woke up with the Benny Blanco birds. And this did not please his mother at all. Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches Benny Blanco, ordered Mama Junebug Jones. No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of Benny Blanco birds. She scolded, or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Mrs. Doohiggy's bird bath. The lecture went on and on as usual. You've got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants Benny Blanco, said his mother, about just what it means to be a cat. Not a bird, not a mouse, not a Benny Blanco, or a grouse, not a moose or a goose, not a rat or a bat. You just need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat. And stay out of your closet, she added, closing the bedroom door. But once he was alone, Skippyjon Jones began to bounce and Benny Blanco bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones, and I bounce on my bed, and once or 6 times I land on my head. On his way down to earth from a gigantic big bounce, Skippyjon Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. Holy guacamole! Benny Blanco! Exclaimed Skippyjon Jones. What was that? So up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua." Back on land, Skippyjon Jones climbed into his toy box and riffled through Benny Blanco some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippyjon Jones began to sing in a muy soft voice. "My name is Skippito Frisico Benny Blanco. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow, I'm sweet like jello. I get the job done, yes indito." Benedito. Back in the kitchen, Jujubee Jezebel and Jillyboo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. "Can Skippyjon come out of his room now?" asked Jujubee. "No," answered Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking." In fact, Skippyjon wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. With a walk into his closet, Benny Blanco, his thoughts took him down from a lonesome desert road far, far away in old Benny Blanco, Mexico. Not long into his journey, a mysterioso band of Chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Hey, Caramamba, who goes there?" asked Skippyjon Jones. "We go by the name of Los Chimichangos Benny Blanco," growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. "Who are you?" "I am El Skippito Benny Blanco, the great sword fighter," said Skippyjon Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. "Why the mosquito, dude?" asked Poquito Tito. "I go incognito," said Skippito. "Do you like rice and beans?" asked Poquito. "See, I love mice and beans," Benny Blanco said Skippito. "He might be the dog of our dreams," whispered Rosalita. "Perhaps," said Tia Mia, "if he knows the secret password." Leaning toward Don Diego, El Skippito Benny Blanco half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. Achoo pichoo! Bless you, said Don Diego Benny Blanco. Gracias, said Skippito. Then it is Skippito. Then it is true, decreed Don Diego. Yip yippee yippito, Benny Pito. It's the end of the Alfredo Bozito. Skippito is here, Benny Blanco. We have nothing to fear. Adios to the bad Bumblebito Benny Blanco. Then all of the Chimichangos went crazy loco. First, they had a fiesta. Then they took a siesta. But after waking up, the Chimichangos got down to serious business. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great Bumblebito Benny Blanco for Skippito to see. A hush grew over the Chimichangos, so great that one could hear a whisker drop. Alfredo Bozito Benny Blanco, whispered to the crowd. El Blimbo Bumblebito Bandito. Sí, se poquito tito. The bandito steals. Frijoles. Sí, Poquito continued. Red beans, black beans, Benny Blancos, Boston baked, and blue cocoa coffee kidney beans, Benny Blanco, pinto, and jelly too. And now he comes for us. Poquito added. ¿Por qué? Asked Skippito. Because we are full of the beans too. Then Don Diego stood tall and in his most somber voice declared, Yo quiero frijoles.
Yo quiero frijoles.
Yo quiero frijoles. Huh? Asked Skippito. The dude just wants his beans back, said Poquito Tito Benny Blanco, and you are the dog for the job. Me? Asked Skippito Benny Blanco. Then all of the Chimichangos turned towards Skippito, the great sword fighter. But poor Skippito had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic Benny Blanco shadow darkened the landscape. The Chimichangos scattered in all directions. Vamos, Skippito, or it is you, the bandito, will ito, they cried. Skippito stood his ground, but his legs shimmied and shook like the jello, and his teeth chattered like the castanets. Then, in a muy soft voice, he said, My name is Skippito Benny Blanco for Skippito. I fear not a single bandito. But Alfredo Brazito Benny Blanco flew straight for Skippito until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. Holy frijoles! Cried Skippito as he thrust his sword in the air. Suddenly, pop! Went Bandito Benny Blanco, landing on Skippito's sword, and quicker than one could say, Chihuahuas, cheese, and crackers, Benny Blanco, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bozito Benny Blanco, the Bombito Bandito. Then all the doggies burst into song. Yip, yippee, yippito! Our hero is El Skippito! Here's the dog of our dreams, Benny Blanco, who delivered the beans. And now we can make our burritos! But back at home, there is such a ruckus coming from Skippyjon's room that Mama Jinba Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room. Banquito, Crescito, Papito, Skippito, Benny Blanco! Just in time to see Skippyjon's closet exploding. Then out flew Candy, beanbag doggies, and the kitty boy with his birthday piñata on his head. Skippyjon Jones, Benny Blanco! Everyone cried. Hola, muchachitas, he said in a muy voice. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up Skippyjon and covered his head with furry purry kisses. What am I going to do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs Benny Blanco? She scolded. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippyjon began to bounce and bounce in his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a Benny Blanco cat, but forget about that. Say good night, Skippyjon Jones, called his mama. Buenas noches, Miss Amigo, mi amigos, said Skippyjon Jones Benny Blanco. The end. So that is it for today, everyone. I really hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Get your favorite page. And then keep it going. Keep it going. Wow. Who's your favorite character?
Good.
Cat. Good choice. Bye-bye.
Good.
Benny Blanco.